This is Edita and Maciek from Borgo Dicciano. At the end of 2021, we bought a property in Tuscany, Italy, which we bring back to life to not only live in, but also to create a dream vacation destination for you. Our property contains 5 old buildings and several hectares of land. And today we're working on the interior of house number 2. Last time we showed you the installation of heat recovery ventilation. This is what the ventilation pipes look like after they've been installed in the living area, ready for the main unit in the utility room. As you see, the ventilation pipes are not installed in a straight line. This is to ensure good and even airflow between rooms. If the pipes are of similar length, the airflow is even. In our case, they're 7 to 10 meters long. Therefore, in the rooms with less space, the pipes must be installed in a curve without any kinks. If we're talking about ventilation pipes, we still need to complete their installation in the technical room. The pipes you see are responsible for bringing air in from the outside and transporting it out of the house, so they must be covered with additional insulation. If this weren't done, the temperature difference would cause condensation to form in the pipe that brings cold air indoors. Each of these pipes has a gasket, but to ensure that all joints are tight, we also connect them with aluminum tape. On the left side, a space is prepared for the main heat recovery ventilation unit. Outside, the ground heat exchanger will soon be installed, which you'll see in one of the upcoming episodes. It's important to note that the entire ventilation system we installed served the entire living area of the house. We left room for a separate ventilation system here, identical to the one we installed in the separate technical building, independent of the home's ventilation system, so there is no risk of an unpleasant odor developing into the garage spreading throughout the house. I don't know how we did it, but after installing the insulation on the walls and installing the ventilation pipes, we still had a few rolls of materials left over. Everything was counted very well, yet we still ordered too much. It's better to make a mistake in this direction than to run out of materials and have to wait for them to be delivered. These materials will be useful in our next renovation. So let's move on to the next step. We're starting to install the frames for the plasterboard. We're leveling them with a laser, so the work goes very quickly. We have the impression that all the work on the second renovation is much easier. Experience is a good thing. Here's the finished result of installing the plasterboard frame. On the remaining walls, plasterboard will be also installed, but with completely different fastenings, which we'll show you soon. In house number 1, where we didn't install insulation, plaster appeared on the walls. However, for several reasons, this time we opted for plasterboard on walls, but installed differently. First, we do plasterboard frame on the walls. We skip the ceiling frame, as it's necessary for the final floor screed, which also needs some time to dry. So a short break will be necessary between interior work after pouring it. We'll finish the plasterboard frame on the ceiling last. It will only appear on the lower floor, as the upper floor has a decorative Tuscan ceiling. We once asked you for help deciding what to install in our windows to ensure privacy for our future guests. We finally decided on what we would install, and it will be inside the house, not outside as we initially thought. I'll share the details in the separate episode, but for now I add that when installing plasterboard frames, we need to carefully design the space around the window to accommodate this type of accessory. We haven't been on YouTube for about 5 weeks, but we've done so much during that time, besides the personal matters we had to attend to and ongoing renovation. We were also finalizing the final details of our new products in our online store. This will be a second year in a row that we'll be offering you a delicious Tuscan olive oil, but this year in its biologico organic version. About olive oil I will tell you more in another episode, because today I want to focus on our totally new product, which is coffee created in collaboration with a local family-owned roastery. They have over 40 years of experience, and they are specializing in delivering freshly roasted coffee to local bars and cafes. Together we selected the best blend of coffee beans that we believe best capture the flavor of Italian coffee. We've often had opportunity to enjoy in Italian cafes, and right now I invite you to watch our recent visit in a roastery where we were watching how the beans are roasted. Most importantly, the coffee is roasted several days before the scheduled shipment, so you always receive high quality, freshly roasted Italian coffee straight from Tuscany to your home. Since we tried this blend, we now exclusively drink it in our home, and we wholeheartedly recommend it to you. We usually ship the coffee once a month, so please check the website for information about scheduled shipments. Orders can be placed starting today. The link to our online store you can find in the video description.